Okay, so Nakey Jakey, the GOAT naked yoga ball man himself, released a video recently praising the 7 out of 10 games. And that video inspired me to say, screw it, and play a 7 out of 10 game that I've had in my catalogue for a while now, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. And finally, after completing the story that I barely remember, I can say that a 7 out of 10 is a bit of an unfair rating. I really enjoyed my time with the game. Like Nakey Jakey was saying, I didn't play the game to get invested in an amazing story. I played the game to do some cool parkour moves that 13-year-old me would think I could do. And do parkour I did, with the Movement of Faith being some of the best I've ever played. It's so fluid and smooth like butter. Not the BTS song, the spreadable condiment. Anyway, you're probably wondering what any of this has to do with Skate 4. And you're right, even I don't know what I'm talking about. So just give me a sec, let me just check my notes real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. So in Mirror's Edge, after completing certain missions and challenges, you get rewarded with runner kits. These are cosmetic items that allow you to customize your runner avatar and runner tag that other players see when they're playing their game. There is an online element to the game, one that allows you to set time trials for other players to compete in and place location emitters for players to track down. So being able to customize and personalize your avatar and runner tag is pretty cool. Well, it would have been if I was able to do it. You see, EA decided to shut down the servers for Mirror's Edge Catalyst in late 2023, so the online multiplayer content such as time trials and runner customization were completely inaccessible for me. I mean, sure, I was still able to change my avatar's look, but literally nothing in the game makes use of that offline, so it is pointless.
Fugazi, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a... Fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Not only that, but there are certain trophies that I am unable to get because they rely on completing online content, and with no servers, there is no way to achieve those trophies. There is so much content that I am unable to access, all because EA decided to just turn off the servers. EA servers. They're shut down. Now this is what's making me worried about Skate 4. In their most recent development update, Full Circle shared that Skate will be a free, online-only game.
And that's why we're excited to be removing as many barriers to play as possible, with Skate launching for free on PC, last-gen, and current-gen consoles.
Now let's break down that sentence, shall we? Free means they'll be relying on microtransactions to make their money. So don't be surprised when the game comes out that most of the wheels, trucks, boards, clothing items, and tattoos cost money to get. Online only means exactly that. If you don't have a good internet connection, or God forbid you don't have one at all, sorry, no Skate for you, too bad, so sad. Now most people have a decent internet connection nowadays, so that's not a huge deal. But hypothetically, let's say the servers get shut down in like 6 years time, what happens then? Is the game just not going to be playable at all? No, that would never happen. The company publishing Skate would never do such a thing. Let's just check who's publishing the game quickly. EA is? Having a free, online-only game isn't a bad thing. Franchises such as COD and Fortnite have thrived recently doing exactly that. The thing about Skate 4 being that type of game is that it's not a part of the franchises and skating's DNA. Skate 3 is one of me and my sister's favourite games. I have so many fond memories of playing it with her, passing the controller between us, seeing who could get the best score on a run. It was always me. Now we didn't have fun because there were hundreds of people online or anything like that. It was fun because the game allowed us to create our own lines offline and challenge ourselves without having to worry about other players. And that's the thing about skating. It's a sport where you don't need to have a lot of people involved to have fun. You can just grab your board, head down to wherever you want, create your own line, and get skating. Skate 3 is still an immensely popular game over 14 years later. And it's not because the world is filled with online activities and challenges that keep refreshing every month with new content. It is because there are no barriers to having fun when you start the game. There is no need for an online connection, there are no microtransactions for exclusive items, no battle pass, no trolls or other players you have to deal with. Just load up the game and get skating. Now I'm not saying the game can't have any online features, I think it would be weird if it released without them. It's the fact that we don't have a choice to play online or offline is what sucks. Not only is there a possibility the servers get shut down and we can't play the game anymore, like The Crew, but putting all that doom and gloom aside, what if I just don't want to play online? What if after a long day at work I get home and want to relax by skating around the open world by myself without having to interact with anyone else? I'm sure I'm not the only person who's introverted like that, right? Like I said before, it is part of Skates and skating's DNA that I can challenge myself and create my own fun without having anyone else involved. Like, look at these clips. Do these clips have hundreds of players competing in online challenges for exclusive items or other online features? No. They are clips of players skating around the open world by themselves, messing with the insane and sometimes broken physics system and letting their creative juices flow to create some mind-blowing lines. I'm sure when the game comes out in like 2027 or something that it will be a fun game. The skate gameplay DNA is too good for it not to be. Like the ability to add rails, jumps and other obstacles organically in the open world wherever you want is an awesome feature. Why can't we do that offline if we want? Nothing in the base game changes. Why would it be so hard to do that? I just hope that the developers listen to everyone's feedback and allows players to play offline if they want. The game is nowhere close to being finished, the developers' words, not mine, so they have plenty of time to make those changes. Make the game have an offline mode. Even if that means you have to charge like $20 for the game, I'm sure plenty of people like me will buy it for that feature. And please, for the love of God, Skate 4, do not have a battle pass or anything like that. Please, I'm begging you, do not turn to the dark side, Skate, please!
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!